broadcast again, and we're going to talk about Father's Day. If you're like me, I have the hardest time trying to figure out what to buy my husband. Every year, it just totally stresses me out. And so we have Jocelyn, who's been with us all day, who's going to give us some tips. And then, Tony, I want you to weigh in a little bit about really what guys want.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what are some of the trends that are popular this year?
I agree it's hard to shop for guys, but just to go back, I think when we were talking about Mother's Day a few weeks ago, someone asked, do you want your husband to buy you a gift? And someone said, no, I'm not his mom, I want gifts for my kids. So I think there's some truth to that, all the pretty little keepsake gifts, but I think there's something really lovely about buying a gift for your husband to say, hey, you're a great dad, thanks for everything you do, and it ups the chances you'll get a gift in return.
All right. So really you should give a gift as a wife.
I think it's a gift as a wife to say, you're my partner in crime here doing this whole parenting thing and thanks for what you do. But kind of a good big kid gift.
I just want to ask her a question because this happens to me inevitably when Mother's Day. My kids is like, hey, Mother's Day's coming up, so I'm like the guy.
Yeah.
Mom's a great mother, but she's not my mom. My mom lives in Oklahoma, so you guys need to go out and think about what you want to get. So I'm a little like, sometimes I feel like
still give her a little token of
No, don't get me wrong. I do that because I appreciate what she does as a parent, mother to my kids, but I think the kids should take a little bit more initiative if they're older.
If they're older, the kids should take the lead.
You do give them the money.
Give them the credit card, give them the money. Now you just go out and you pick something out.
They need to be in charge of that. And I definitely think the same for Father's Day. You want your kids to kind of take control of the situation, but this is just a little extra. And I think in a relationship early on, you have this sort of romantic myth that you can just ESP your way into exactly what your husband or wife wants. And I think as you get further along, you said 16 years, I'm 13, you ask them. It's okay. Just say, what do you want? Make a list or really kind of, you don't have to be surprised. So for women who don't know what to get, I ask some of my favorite dads around town, some that I work with. So Tim Rogers, our editor at D Magazine.
Gosh, what did Tim say?
And so Tim said, I don't know, Stuart, if you have an image from the post we did this morning. So this is a roundup we did on D-Moms, and this is what all the guys want. So Tim sent a great email that had a really great, very quintessential kit full of power tools. And then he also wanted a golf driver. But he said that if money was an issue or if they were on a budget, he would happily take a little something, something.
A little something, something. What's a little something, something?
Well,
anything?
A little action, a little night.
From the wife?
A little something, something?
For sure.
We call that jiggy time. 9:30, it's jiggy time.
He actually said something very specific, but wasn't sure I could say it on television. And also, he has the loveliest wife of all time, and so I'm trying to up his chances of actually getting to something, something. So I'm going to say he wants a candlelight night of romance.
That's anniversary.
With his
that's
wife.
Not Father's Day.
No. But I'm just trying to increase his chances of getting laid.
Okay. All right. So Tim, we just hooked you up. Okay.
Yeah. You can thank me when I get to the office,
Jocelyn
friend.
For that one. Yeah. So who else did you talk to this morning?
So we talked to David Schechter, who's a reporter at WFAA, really amazing guy. His gift I want, so I'm going to steal it from him. It's a lens kit for your iPhone. So it transforms your iPhone with all these little lenses you can attach that are super lightweight into a professional camera.
Oh, I do.
Quality
I
pictures.
That too.
It's awesome, and I've seen the pictures he takes with one he has. He wants some additional lenses, so it's very cool. Okay. Another guy that we asked, who is a designer in town, loves Converse. He wears them all the time, but now you can do custom Converse on the website. Okay. So he said, I think it'd be really fun if my kids went on and kind of picked from the color and pattern. You just go to converse.com and you can do that. Okay. We had a great, beautiful leather duffel bag. One guy was like, I need a duffel. And then, they said breakfast in bed, too, would be great.
Just a day
nice
off
to have the
to
gift,
do
but have the kids make a great big stack of pancakes and bring them into me would be really cool. So.
Let me ask you this. Do you all really like the kind of the homemade gifts or the gifts that kids make at school? Or would you prefer something that's
I think it's very thoughtful. Now, your kids, when they're 13 or 14, my kids are so funny. When they don't have a card, they'll go on the internet or they'll go on the computer and make one, which I think is very thoughtful.
Yeah.
But I think it's a thought that counts, whatever that represents. And it's the fact that they, pay tribute to you as a parent. Mm-hmm. But, I always tell my kids, I don't want to do anything. The U.S. Open is always historically on the weekend of Father's Day. So My
just
best
want-
present. I don't want to do anything.
You just want to watch some golf,
I
chill
just want to
out.
sit down and
Yeah.
get my, just sit there and chill out.
Well, thank you. Thank you both for helping me out. So, Emmett, I'll let him chill out. And I'll
give
let
him
him
a
get a little
something,
something.
something.
And I'll give him a little something. This has been perfect.
That was awesome. I like that.
You can get more from D Moms by going to moms.dmagazine.com.